think this is good.
Did you put salt in it? Not yet.
Oh, so see, that's where we went wrong.
That's okay.
So I forgot to add in 1/2 of a teaspoon of, what's it called? Baking powder. And so this is gonna be interesting.
That's okay.
So 1/2 of a teaspoon there. Yeah, it happens. Okay, and then
we call this maski pops cooking. So that's maski papa ano.
And then
anyway.
By the way, this like little teaspoon I'm using is the 1/4 of a cup teaspoon because
1/4 of a teaspoon.
Oh yeah, not a cup. 1/4 of a teaspoon. We're gonna disregard that part. Okay, so first the butter and then sugar.
What are you doing?
I'm creaming the butter and sugar because normally you would use the beater, but I don't want to wash the beaters.
Lazy.
It's called innovative.
That's fine.
Okay. Oh, just put that there. Okay. Okay, next, I'll crack the eggs.
It's one.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to use 3 eggs,
Yeah, I'll just mix the first egg in to get it smooth, so the next eggs would incorporate easier.
Oh.
No. Okay.
Add the second one.
Yep. I'm not gonna add any more sugar because I think it has enough. Then we didn't use white sugar, instead we used demerara, and the crystals are bigger anyways.
Okay.
Because cracking it on the side of the bowl causes some eggshell to go in. So I heard that it was better to crack it on
the table.
On the table. Set aside ko muna siya. Ganito. Okay.
Next is...
So next we're going to dredge the
Bisaya,
dates.
man.
We're going to dredge the dates. They're just a little bit sticky. You just have to take them out like that.
That's 1 cup, eh?
No, that's a 1/4 cup. And then
No, that's 1 cup. 1 cup of
1 cup of dates, yeah.
dates. But you're going to use only 1/4 of it? 1/4 of flour? 1/4 of...
No, it's 1/2 cup. I put in 1/4 of a cup before I put in the dates.
Okay.
And then I put in 1/4 of a cup afterwards to reduce the mess.
Okay.
And then that's basically dredging it a little bit so that when you put it into the flour mixture, it doesn't, it's going to help stick to the batter easier. And then I guess we can set this aside. Then I'll just clean my hands.
Next.
Okay, so since the recipe called for 1 cup and 1/4 of flour, and we used 1/2 cup of that 1 cup and 1/4, I think we would need 3/4 of a cup of flour. Okay. And then I think I'll switch from the whisk into a wooden spoon. Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Almost done. So what's the next step?
So the next step would be incorporating our walnuts.
Okay, that's 1 cup.
So that's 1 cup of
walnuts.
chopped walnuts. I'm not going to include both of them because it'd be hard to mix them both in.
Yeah.
But so that's 1 cup. And then the second cup. Are these walnuts or are these pecans?
Pecans.
Okay, because they were a different color and I wondered why.
Yeah.
But so that was 1 cup of walnuts and the other cup was 1 cup of pecans. And so far that's the batter. It seems a bit wet, but I think that would be solved with our dredged dates.
With the dates, yeah.
So
Okay.
this is our dredged dates. So that's half of a cup of flour with, is it 1 cup?
Yeah,
1 cup of
One
dates.
cup of dates.
So,
Chopped.
because normally food for the gods sort of batter, almost like a dough. It's very dough-like. It's like
been
cookie
long
dough.
Time, eh? It's been a long time that we made this one.
Yeah, because we haven't bought pecans.
Yeah.
We only had walnuts.
But you know what? Some recipes don't use pecans. They just have
Walnuts?
Yeah, walnuts and then
Oh.
also dates.
Well, I like it with pecans because it gives more
Yeah, it's
nutty flavor.
more tastier.
Just more. Okay, so it kind of looks like cookie dough, but a bit wet. I think this is good.
Did you put salt in it? Not yet.
Oh, so see, that's where we went wrong.
Yeah, that's okay.
So, I forgot to add in 1/2 of a teaspoon of, what's it called? Baking powder. And so this is gonna be interesting.
That's okay.
So 1/2 of a teaspoon there. Yeah, it happens. Okay, and
That's
then
we call this musky pops cooking. So that's musky papaano.
and then
It can be in any way.
by the way, this like little teaspoon I'm using is the 1/4 of a cup teaspoon because
1/4 of a teaspoon.
oh yeah, not a cup. 1/4 of a teaspoon. We're gonna disregard that part.
And then salt.
And then salt, and we're just gonna eye that because why not? And then typically you're supposed to mix those components in before you mix in the nuts.
Yeah, all the dry thing should be combined together.
Yeah.
First. But then it's
But
okay.
it requires another bowl.
Yeah. It is.
But my point was, you're supposed to mix it before the nuts, so it would be evenly distributed throughout the batter or dough. But that's okay.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's still going to be edible.
It happens.
Well,
That's the ideal way, but you can do it like.
well, you can do it like this, but sometimes you're not gonna have the baking powder and the baking soda in some areas of the dough, so they won't really rise like the other parts. It's kind of really uneven.
Let's see what will happen.
Hopefully I mix it in enough.
I hope this is not an epic
Epic fail. Because we just bought pecans and
I got so excited with the pecans.
Whoop. And I think that's it for the mixing. So now we're gonna prep.
How do I say that's okay in French?
C'est d'accord. It's almost like if you spell it out loud, it would be like C and then apostrophe EST. So c'est.
C'est d'accord.
And then d'accord.
D'accord.
And it would be like d'accord. But it would be like D apostrophe ACC ORD.
Oh,
That would be like, that's okay, because d'accord is actually just okay.
Okay. So
You wouldn't say like c'est bon. That would be like, that's good, or it's good. But it would be d'accord. Okay. I think that's enough for the mixing. I don't want to over mix it.
Okay.
So
our oven is ready now.
we need to prep the baking tins with butter.
Okay.
So I'll just get, not yet. It's not yet good. You want to really get in there because in some parts it might stick. Like this is a new baking pan, but just in case. Okay, so now we're going to be putting our batter in. So it's a bit chunky.
Just like cookie, eh?
It's like a cookie batter, but a bit more wet because we added more butter than there would normally be in a cookie dough batter. That's not a problem. That's just how this recipe is. So
No problemo.
we're gonna really get in there and get those last bits of dough because we don't want it to go to waste.
Yeah.
Let's try my best to go in there. Oh, you notice what it was. You know, a spatula would have been beneficial right now. But
Yeah, you want me to get
no, it's fine. It's fine. We're getting there anyways.
We're getting to it almost. So desu ne.
Okay, now we just have to flatten it out.
Okay, flatten it out and then I'm going to.
Okay.
Okay.
So we just finished flattening it out. Oh,
I hope it's really flat. Eh? That's fine.
it doesn't have to be too
Say
even.
daku.
Daku.
Say daku.
Not daku. Daku. You're still filming.
Yeah.
So
Ikakat ko
for
na
the
lang.
first 10 minutes, we're going to be cooking it at 350 degrees. And then we'll be lowering the temperature after 10 minutes to 300 and then baking it for 40 minutes.
Ganon. Tapos, mainit pa eh. Kasi straight. Hindi naman kami straight mag-cut. Pero, bigyan mo ako. Ganyan lang ng ano. Isa lang? Isa lang. Okay. Hindi, okay na yan. Oo, sa akin. Ito, yan. Oh, see? Look at the nuts. Your nuts. Let me see. Ay, ang sarap. Amazing talaga. Food for the gut.
Thank you to all of you guys. I hope you stay safe and God bless.